Yo, yo, yo. What's happening, y'all? We want to welcome y'all to another episode of Brown and Orange Weekly. It's your boy Clarence Wilson, along with the guy, that dude, my guy, the man, Dean Samples.
Clarence, how you doing, my man?
You know what? It feels good on a Sunday that we're not recording this after watching Browns football, win or loss. It just feels nice. We nothing to be pissed off about today.
Yeah, it's a nice stress-free Sunday.
Yeah,
Watched some good
besides my
football today. Still wore
yeah.
my brown and orange.
Uh-huh.
It was a little weird. No Browns this week, but we had some Cavs today.
Did.
That was good. Wish they won, beat LeBron.
Yep.
Um, yeah, man. How you feeling going in this bye week right now? You feeling confident? Have
I'm
tough
hoping that
next 4 games until Watson
yeah,
comes back.
I'm hoping that what they did last week is going to be able to carry over into these next few games before Watson returns.
I agree.
That if that defensive line can get after any of these next few quarterbacks they're playing like they did Joe Burrow, I think we're in defense at least will probably be in pretty damn good shape.
I agree.
Jacoby plays well. We already know what he's getting from Chubb. We ain't got to worry about him. But between Jacoby and the line, or sorry, Jacoby, the defensive line, and the wide receivers playing well, if we can get any little combination of what we saw last week over the next few weeks, we in good shape. I'm cool with where we're at. How about you?
I'm feeling confident right now. Like I said, I want to piggyback on what you just said. If they can continue off the momentum they had after that Monday night win, I think it'll be great. I think the bye week came at a perfect time. We're a little banged up on both sides of the ball. We definitely needed it to kind of heal up, kind of work on our craft a little bit. But yeah, if we can continue where we left off, so to speak, I think we'll be all right. We do have a tough schedule. Miami's tough this year. Um, who else we got? We got Brady and the Buccaneers. We got the Bills,
Yep,
who lost today. The stunner by the Jets, man. That was a good game.
we lost to the Jets, so I guess we're even with the Bills, huh?
Yeah. Tried to forget about that. I can't. I just can't.
I'm going back to thinking like, you know what? The Jets just out and out beat Buffalo today. It took a miracle fluke win for them to beat us. So in my eyes, we better than the Bills. Yeah, I said it. Oh, sorry. Don't hold me to that, y'all. Don't hold me to that.
I'm trying to see right now where Jacoby Brissett is ranked going into week 9. He's ranked 25th from what I'm seeing. I don't know if this is power rankings, but this is from CBS NFL. Yeah, it's power rankings.
I mean, he's sitting at he's completing about 64% of his passes. He's throwing for a little over 1,800 yards, 232, almost 233 yards a game, 7.3 average per pass, 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's been sacked 16 times,
Yeah.
which I mean, that's an average of two a game, which I think is a little bit high. But I mean, he's got an overall rating of 86.8. So if he would have played the rest of the full season, I mean, his numbers wouldn't be spectacular, but he's managing the team and pretty much getting them in decent spots to
Yeah,
be able to be successful.
he's doing a fairly good job, man. Like let's be real. Let's be honest with each other right now. Has Jacoby surpassed your expectations thus far going into the season, knowing what
He,
his role was going to be?
he's been a little better than I thought he would be. I will say that. Um, but I mean, I'll say he's been a little bit better than I thought he would be. Definitely, definitely. Those end of game picks and stuff like that. That's it is what it is. Not really what we want to see, but I will say, yeah, he's been a little bit better than than I thought he would be. I mean, he's played well in spurts. He's played like doo doo in spurts.
Yes, that's
So
true. That is true. I agree with you. Um, I know my expectations. I kind of called we were going to go 6-5 going into the by the time Watson gets back. Do I feel that's going to happen now? Probably not. Would I love it to? Yeah, if we can somehow pull that out of our ass these next 4 games, win at least 2 or 3 of them, I'll be happy. But we're 3-5 right now. I think we'll be
I
lucky
like our
to
chances to get to
yeah,
5 to get to 5 wins.
5.
I think 4 is probably more likely, but I think
I
5 and
think
6 when he returns.
I think winning 2 out of these next 4 games is doable if we're lucky.
Yeah,
I'm not really too concerned about the Bucks. They're having a down year. Brady's not playing as great, in my opinion. Um, I'm more concerned about the Dolphins and Bills, to be honest with you.
yeah. But I mean, we just saw the Bills can get got.
Yeah.
I mean, we just saw it today. They can get
I mean,
got by a Jets team that they got a couple fluke wins, and you don't really think they're that good, but they won today. They beat
they
the
are.
Bills.
I mean, look at the record. Are they that good, or is that division they're in not that good? I don't know. I'm still, I can't figure it out. I can't figure the Jets out just yet. I do want to say on record though, I still wish the Browns would have took the Jets head coach when they had the opportunity.
Solid, yeah.
Yeah, I would have. I wanted him bad.
I would have.
He comes off as a no BS kind of guy, and we've talked about this numerous times. We need somebody like that to lead this
Yeah.
team.
I
I
mean, the
think
Jets with.
Stefanski's a great coordinator. I just don't think he's a good head coach.
I mean, that's. I can't really disagree. I mean, the Jets. You look at their wins right now. They beat us. They beat the Steelers. It ain't no good, but they have a W over the Dolphins, and they beat the Packers, who are still having a down year, but still that's still Aaron Rodgers, and they've beaten the Broncos, and
I
today's
watched
went over the Bills.
Packers lost to the Lions today.
Mm, yeah,
I think
man.
around halftime, I seen that Rodgers had like 140 some yards passing, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. I don't know what he finished with on the night, but it's not looking good.
No, absolutely not. Not for Green Bay here right now.
I like Aaron Rodgers, but at the same time, I do not feel bad for him in this situation because he kind of did it to himself.
Yep.
He held himself hostage. Basically, he put the franchise in a predicament, and it kind of backfired on him. You pushed Devontae Adams out because you wanted the money. I have no weapons on offense. I do not feel bad for him in that aspect. But
Well, they got Jones at running back, and I forget the other kid's name. But as
AJ
far as
Dillon,
receivers, yeah, as far as receivers, they got
they got nothing. Randall Cobb has been washed.
yeah,
Been washed. He's been a non-factor coming back. I know people had hopes of that, but it is what it is. They don't matter though. They're not brown and orange.
damn right. I want to jump into a little bit of first half of the season, good, bad, ugly. Nice and chill. Me, I will say good. Well, I mean, but beyond like the obvious, we know Chubb is bit. We know Chubb is good. The
We
man
know.
is always good. Yes. Um,
If you don't know, you should by now.
damn right. Uh, the good Njoku coming on, although he's hurt right now. That man, he's having a career. He was having a breakout year before he got hurt.
Yeah. Numbers wise, they've been good. It's just the
Yeah.
consistent, solid games, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we wanted to see from him, and he's been doing it. I was bummed out when he got hurt, but I'm hoping he comes back and continue with that, man. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I'm pulling for
Yeah.
him. I'm pulling for Chief.
That's right. Between Njoku and also I feel like although his numbers aren't spectacular, I feel like it's almost like a Njoku situation where it's happening slowly over the last few games as DPJ. Like he's starting to emerge as that guarantee. Like I remember us talking at the beginning of the season. We were like, all right, we know what Coop is. He's our number one. But who's the real number two? I think he's emerged as the number two.
Oh, I 100% agree. And if you look like the numbers, probably not as well. He's
Like, after the
played. I'm not hating on Miles, but he is kind of wishy-washy. I mean, let's just
first,
call it for what it is.
runs hot and
Either he's
cold.
there, he's not.
Yeah, we need a little bit. He runs hot and cold. We need a little bit more consistency across the board from him. I would say.
I agree.
What you got anything your goods of the first part of the season?
I'm gonna have to agree with you with DPJ and the production of Njoku and Chubb solidifying himself as the best back in the league. I'm glad they didn't trade away Hunt. That's good for me.
Mhm.
Jacoby, what he's done so far, considering the situation he's been, what he's been handed. Fill in till Deshaun gets back. I think he's done a great job. There's been some times where he played like shit, but overall, I'm impressed with him. Another on a defensive side, uh, the trade of Deion Jones, I feel has been great. He's from what I've read, he's impact's there. He's already solidified himself as merged as a locker room leader in the defensive side. So that's good to hear because we were just talking about it a few weeks ago. Who the hell is the leader of this defense? No one knows. And if Deion can come in here and be that guy, I'm for it. The ugly, just the defensive inconsistency, man. We need to figure it out, and I hope they've been working on it hard on this week off. If they can continue to play like they did against Cincinnati, I think we'll be all right. Better late than never, you know what I'm saying? If this was the sign that things are turning around on the defensive side and they're finally clicking and firing all cylinders, then I said this in the beginning of the season, they have what it takes to be one of the best defenses in the league. And as long as we stay healthy and we keep riding like the way we've been playing, I think we can be that.
I agree. I agree. My ugly, sir, is oh snap. Sorry, Tampa Bay. Quick score update. Tampa Bay at the Rams. Tom Brady. Quick touchdown. I looked away for 2 seconds. I can't even see who he threw it to. But Tampa Bay is up now. Looks like they might pull this one out against the Ram. I feel like there's less than a minute left in this game, but I digress. My ugly, a guy that I was pulling for from the jump. I've called his name when we did the old podcast. I've called his name as a breakout player on this podcast. It's just not happening. Anthony Schwartz, come on, man. I'm still pulling for him. He has still got his back, but 7 games played, 1 reception,
That's it.
according to ESPN.
You know how much we're paying that boy this year?
Mhm.
1.2 mil.
Yep. Seven games, 1 reception, 6 targets, 19 yards.
What do we like that money, man? I know 1.25. I mean, it's for someone who has been an absolute non-factor like he's been. We cut that boy, take that money can go towards keeping Hunt here for another season or two. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind
Well, I
of
mean,
went
you
down a
got
rabbit
guys.
hole. I went down a rabbit hole and looked at all the salaries for this year. There's some questionable ones we're paying dudes way too much that have
Yeah.
been non-factors.
The thing that blows my mind is that like um his one catch. There are guys like Dearness Johnson who hasn't even played all that much. He's got two catches.
How many
Michael Wood's
catches
another guy.
David Bell got?
Um, Bell, he's got 9 catches
The rookie.
for 100 yards. Michael Woods, another rookie, he's got 2 catches. But the thing is that like Schwartz is our third receiver, basically. He's our third wideout. So the fact that he's just not getting anything anywhere, it's
I guess because they don't trust him.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, he didn't give him much. He didn't give him a whole lot to trust with all them drops early. So that's a
You know
bad
what?
for me.
Before the trade deadline hit, there were rumors swirling around that the Browns were looking to trade for Brandon Cooks. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping they would pull that off if the price was right. I heard like a second round pick, but I hope that wasn't the case. I don't think he's worth a second round pick, especially if you're trying to get a fourth for Kareem Hunt. But ended up not happening. So it would have been nice to have Brandon Cooks there. I think he would have fit in nice.
That game breaker.
Did he play with Watson in Houston?
That I do not know. I'd have to
I don't
go back
remember.
and look, but that's a good question. I know Will Fuller played with him in Houston, but as far as I know, Will Fuller's still a free agent, and I thought he was going to be a Browns target from the jump.
I've seen him on Twitter that he would be down to come back. He'd come here,
Right.
make the phone
He's a
call.
fast guy. He's a fast
Yeah,
guy too.
he gets injured a lot though.
Yes, but we need some speed. We need some speed. I just don't see any way that that's.
My boy, the best in the world, Mike, the pile driver, just said Tom Brady just threw a game winner.
Yep, yep. That's what I was just watching.
16-13 against the Rams. Rams are ass this year.
Very much so. Well, you know what? It last year, all it was is it was just the perfect timing. Stafford was still lightweight doo doo last year. He still led the league in interceptions and led the league in pick sixes. He didn't really do that much different than he did in Detroit.
No,
He
but
just
damn,
had
I
the
was
people
happy.
around him.
Out of everybody, I didn't want the Rams to win, but I wanted Stafford to get a ring. I like Stafford.
Yeah,
He just seems like a good dude.
yeah. I just think it was a perfect storm for them last year. That's all that happened, and now you're kind of seeing what it is. It's Super Bowl hangover. I don't know, but
Oh, definitely.
it,
Bengals ain't making it back either.
no, I don't see them making it back. Although they looked all right today. They looked all right today.
Yeah, but then again, they were going against Carolina.
Exactly. Um.
Which
Yeah. So we say
six came back in the game.
you did.
Yeah, they put Baker back in.
I tried not to watch. I watched a little bit of football today. Recorded a couple games to watch later on tonight, but I watched a little bit of the Bengals game, or sorry, not the Bengals game. Bills game. Sorry, Bills and Jets.
That's the game I watched.
Yeah.
I seen who the Raiders play.
I don't know, but I saw they won.
Jaguars.
There you go, Jacksonville. Oh, they
Raiders
lost,
had a
right?
nice lead, man. They blew it. The Jaguars won last minute second too.
Yeah. Now I watched a little bit, and I had to go do my civic duty to go vote today. Everybody, make sure you get out and vote. But in line, I was trying to watch the end of the first 2 afternoon games because the line was long, and it is. Like I said, today was all about watching for fantasy, and once I knew that was done for me for the day because everybody I got on by, then I just
Yeah, all my teams are getting wrecked. Well, I mean,
yeah,
they're not getting wrecked, but I'm actually doing not too bad considering, but I had a lot of guys on all my teams this week. I'm going against
Yeah,
Believeland's Josh this week.
Josh Unger.
Yeah.
I did him up
It's
in week one, but
it's a close one, but I think he may pull out a W here. We'll see.
I've got zero chance to win any games this week. In my family league, I wasn't paying attention and forgot that Houston even played on Thursday. And guess who I had in the lineup? The aforementioned Brandon Cooks.
My one big money league, I didn't see that one of my wide receivers I was in, which I had slim pickets from anyways because so many buys, which was my fault. Was a game time decision was out and I didn't change it in time, which sucked. So I got
Yeah.
a big fat zero on my lineup from that. So
Yeah. Oh, I picked up
Dookie.
um I picked up was I think it's Algiers from Atlanta, thinking, all right, he ran all over us. He had a great game last week, and then I
Madison's
was
back.
do a couple things. Yep, and Patterson came back, and I was like, well, that's the end of that one.
Yeah. I picked up Huntley, thinking the same thing. Then I got a notification yesterday that Patterson was back. I'm like, oh, let me go ahead and drop him again. Take
Yeah.
Patterson off the IR.
Well, then I saw that they were going to ease Patterson back in, and I feel like within 5 minutes of me watching games, he had already scored a touchdown. I was like, oh, that's easing him back in.
Yeah. That's quick. Quick. I was like, yes. I had a big smile on my face, like, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Welcome back, Pat.
right. Um, so going towards the second half, I guess first let's see, let's look at the schedule. We got
Miami next week.
Miami, we've got Buffalo, and we've got Tampa before Watson returns. Do you think it's feasible? We're sitting at 3-5. Do you think that they can pop off two two wins? You think they can run the table? So this is 6-5.
Yes. And if I we're gonna beat the Buccaneers and the Dolphins. We're gonna lose
Okay.
to the Bills.
Okay. I think we're
I
gonna
know.
beat. I think we're gonna be and see all this. And what even pisses me off even more about this is that that loss against the Jets is biting us in the ass right now. It's literally biting us in the ass. That's a game that they had won, and instead of sitting at 4-6, or sorry, 4-5. So I can't do the math right now at all. Yeah, 4-4. We're three
I
and
think this
five.
that game is always gonna be like an emotional trigger for me for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
I'm emotionally scarred from that game.
I mean we blew the Falcons game too as well. I mean, there's these, but everybody's like, oh, it's not a big deal. Well, now that we're sitting at 3-5, on the verge of our $230 million elite quarterback coming back, two more wins would be kind of nice right now.
Yeah.
Gives us a little bit more of a cushion because
Be 5-6.
yeah.
And Watson comes back and we win the remaining six and make the playoffs.
But I mean, we could be sitting, technically we're sitting at 3-5. What if we're sitting at 5-3? We have a cushion. We would have a cushion then. So like these next three games wouldn't be like damn near must win to try and stay in the playoff race.
Let's be honest though, we could easily lose these next three games and fucking be 3-8.
Absolutely. Hopefully, I
Which
hope
I
not.
hope
But
not. Let's knock on wood. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
but no, you're absolutely right. Like these aren't none of these games are gimmies. None of these games are gimmies. Now, after he gets back, Houston, the Saints, the
Saints are
Commanders.
Saints are not as good as everyone thought they were going to be this year.
No,
Houston's doo doo.
yeah, but I mean, you got if you look at
It's good
the
beer.
Commanders, the Saints, um, Houston. I'll throw Cincinnati in there since we own their asses now. I mean,
I have a feeling Cincinnati's going to win this next matchup.
I don't. I
I hope I'm wrong.
there's something about them. We own them. We own Joe Burrow's ass.
Stefanski's 5-0.
Hmm.
I wish we were 5-0 against the Steelers.
Be nice, but we're going that route. I think they're gonna beat Tampa. See, it's at Miami and at Buffalo, and we get Tampa at home. I say we're gonna beat Tampa,
God, that
and
just
I think we're gonna beat Miami as well. Buffalo, I won't be shocked if they win or lose all three of these damn games.
I really want to go to a Bills Browns game in Buffalo. I want to experience the Bills tailgating experience. I want to feel the energy. We're two fan bases that are very similar. I didn't know I needed to do that, but now that's something I need to experience. Bills
I've got a
Browns
buddy.
in
I've got
Buffalo.
a buddy going, and I'm on the fence about whether I want to just risk it and
I
make
still
it
want to go to
happen.
Pittsburgh in January.
I ain't going there. That's a fight. I'm not going there.
Yeah, I gotta go with boys.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
my boy Mike will go with me.
yeah. That's a fight. Especially if we whoop their ass. I'm not gonna stop talking.
Me and me and Mike will beat someone's ass. Maybe it's a good thing we don't go down there.
Yeah, I think Buffalo. They're
Get
they're
some
they're
liquid
they'll
in
give
me,
me a
liquid
vibe.
courage, some adult beverages. Someone Steelers
Yeah,
fan talk to me sideways.
yeah. It's a wrap. I think Buffalo would be better because it seems like their fans are more inviting, and I mean they're they've been through
Oh
some
yeah,
damn misery themselves.
oh yeah.
So
Browns fans and Bills fans get along very well.
yeah. So are we both saying that these Browns are going to be 5-6 walking into the return of Watson?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 5-6. We're gonna
Okay.
beat Miami and Tampa, lose to Buffalo, but the loss to Buffalo is gonna be a very close one. I say a couple points,
Okay. I
no
can
more
I
than a
can
field goal.
I can dig it.
Especially
Um,
Josh Allen hurt his arm today. We'll see what the extent of that is, but
that's a game changer right there. If he's not 100% or able to play, then
Josh Allen's a bad man.
yes he is. Yes he is. An odd stat. Just looking. Uh, total points. These are some very very odd stats. Um, and kind of shows exactly where the Browns are at right now. Cleveland's points per game, 25 points per game. Cleveland's opponents, 24.9. So basically 25 points a game. Because they have 200 total points, their opponents have 199. They have they have 23 touchdowns, their opponents have 23 touchdowns. So it's like we've almost been playing basically 500 football, and
Yeah.
that's pretty much where we're kind of sitting at.
Our turnover ratio is -4.
I mean, those are pretty much
We're,
coming
we're also
from,
we're also 10 of 16 on fourth down conversions,
yeah,
while our opponents are only 3 for 6, which shows you just how much we go for it on fourth down,
yeah,
which we talked about before. Stefanski needs to kind of calm down a little bit on those. There's been some questionable ones like, what the hell are we going for on a fourth down here? Especially when you can easily kick a field goal or just punt the ball away and play it safe.
yeah. There's a time and a place in my
Yeah,
eyes. Time and place.
I agree.
Um, our third down efficiency, we are at 41% on the year. Um, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I feel like we're just making the wrong damn calls on third down. Sometimes I just feel
Third and
like,
11. Let's do a run up the middle with Chubb.
yeah, yeah.
Good one.
Um,
So predictable too.
yeah, we are looking at just the halfway point. Coop is on his way to 1,000 yard season. He's got 500, excuse me, 553 yards, 5 touchdowns. So 1,000 yards, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. That's what he's pretty much projected at for a guy who's our number one. Obviously, you want a little bit more, but also we have the weapons in Chubb, and if they use Hunt correctly, that he don't have to be catch 1,400 yards in passes.
Right. Another, do you know what we are in third down conversions? We're 45 of 109.
Yeah,
Third down, that's
it's 41%. That's not good.
our opponents are 37 for 93. We do have 79 first downs. No. 79 rushing first downs, 90 passing first downs, and 12 by penalties.
I
Total
like
of
the penalty.
181 compared to 152 from our opponents.
The penalty first downs are nice because we have to do nothing for
Those are nice.
them.
Those are nice. I
So I
think,
mean,
go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just say I think we're gonna go to, like I said, we're gonna go to at least win two out of those three before Watson comes back, and then I honestly think we're gonna win out. Bold
It,
statement: we're winning out the last 6 games.
it's not entirely. It's not a ridiculous statement. I mean, you look at that schedule. Houston, that should be a W. The Bengals, we own that ass. Baltimore is pretty much the only game on there that I would say that like I shouldn't say that scares me, but one I can say, all right, they're gonna
Oh no,
that
we're
could be
beating Baltimore's ass.
because we struggle chasing Lamar's ass around the field, and you know, but I mean the Saints and the Commanders, and then the Steelers,
We actually shut Lamar down pretty well. It's just
they
we can
played very well
contain
last
Mark
year.
Andrews.
Yeah,
Hate that guy.
yeah,
He's so
he's
good.
always wide open. He's always wide
Always,
open.
just like Travis Kelce when we play the Chiefs, man. It's stupid.
Oh,
I actually just played the Ravens on Madden against somebody. I was the Browns. Same thing. No matter what I did, Mark Andrews was always open somehow. It
wide
was pissing
open.
me off, dude. I'm like, how? But he was also catching shit in double coverage.
Yeah,
And I lost by 1 point. I came back and scored and decided to go for two to take the win with like 12 seconds left. And I got stopped.
yeah,
Lost by a
I'll
point,
do it.
man.
I'll do it.
Yes. I was salty. I was salty. It was a good game though.
um,
Drinking some
well,
Christmas ale tonight.
I'm
Shout out to 12 dogs.
there you go. I'm going to be partaking in probably need to finish off that bottle of Michter's so I can go out and buy something new.
I got some peach Crown Royal today.
Oof, oof.
Crown peach. Haven't tried it yet. I heard it's very smooth and delicious, and I cannot wait to try it.
Yeah, I got a bottle of Suntory Toki. It's a Japanese whiskey. It's very nice.
Japanese whiskey. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Yes, it's
I love me some whiskey.
drinks like a nice scotch.
Hmm.
It's very tasty.
I'm about to try that.
Yeah, it's very tasty.
You have to, when we get off here, you have to let me know where you got that from.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we
You got
both got the
anything else you
Browns
want to
winning
cover?
next. Nah, I was gonna say we both got the Browns winning against the Dolphins. Can you get a let's get a prediction. Let's get a score here. Let's get a score here.
What's my prediction for what?
For Browns Dolphins.
Browns, Dolphins, predictions. I feel like we have a ceiling. We can't score more than 24, really. Mm, I'm gonna go 22-21.
Oh. Mm. feeling good.
We're gonna score late and go for two.
I won't feel good about that.
No, no. I'm thinking
I'm
back like
feeling good.
I'm just pulling shit out of my ass. I'm thinking these bold things are gonna happen. 22-21 Browns.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling that Browns 24, Dolphins 21. Boom, bang, pow.
Okay. Are we going by a Cade York field goal?
Yeah, not
Are we
late though.
scoring that
Not
field goal early or late in the game?
that. It's gonna be early. I feel like we're going to get a fourth quarter touchdown to put us in the lead for good.
Okay,
I'm feeling we might trail in that game,
I like it.
but I feel like we get a fourth quarter touchdown um, by Chubb or Hunt, one of the two. Because I feel like now, after what we saw last week, they're gonna maybe feature Hunt a little bit more.
I hope so. I hope that it wasn't some smoke show.
Yeah, trying to feature him so they could maybe get some trade
Yeah,
value for him. But yeah, 24-21 Browns.
like 22-21, 24-21. We got the same idea almost.
Yeah.
I dig it. I feel good about
Yeah.
it, man.
Outside of that, man, yeah, y'all know the routine.
Yeah,
Follow
it's a bye
follow
week.
everything in Believe in.
We ain't got that much. We just wanted to come up and talk
Yeah.
about the first half and what we kind of think is going to happen in the second half going forward. And like I said, I personally think we're going to win out when Watson gets back. The first game against Houston is going to be a blowout. I think Watson going to come in with a chip on his shoulder. It's in Houston where he played most of his career. Dude's comfortable in that situation there. He's about to ball out.
Yeah, I think he don't have to knock off a little rust.
Yeah, first quarter's going to be a little rough, I think, but
Yeah.
he'll be all right.
Yeah.
I think next
But
week
y'all know
when
the
we come back
routine.
to practice,
Follow everybody on Believe in Media. Follow us. We are all over your high school sports right now.
high school football playoffs are going on right now. Follow Believe in
Playoffs.
Prep.
Yep. Your boy was covering St. Ed's last week. Their 42-0 victory
I was about
over
to say that was a blowout, bro.
yeah. I learned something that game. I don't really follow, I know a little bit about high school football, but I don't have no kids in high school, so it's not, at the top of my list. So after they got up big, I was like, man, this is gonna be terrible to watch because this second half is gonna take like another hour and a half. I didn't know high school, once you get up by 30, it's a running clock. So the clock just it when you went out of bounds, it didn't stop. It never stopped. And I was like, I could get down with this.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. I did not know that. I learned something. But yeah,
All
follow
the
Believe in Prep all over the place.
all things
Cavaliers,
Cavaliers, red
yes,
hot
get them,
Cavs.
get them.
The boys are playing some good ball right now. Yep.
Yes,
Beat the Lakers 114-100.
that's right.
Man, I seen a meme today that it was Jordan in the Wizards jersey and it says LeBron with the Lakers, comparing them to Jordan and the Wizards. And that's kind of accurate, bro. I never thought
Outside,
about it that way, but
outside the bubble ring, they have been absolute doo doo.
yeah.
Injuries play a part, but I mean, well, I think the Lakers are now 2-7 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's just.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Bron only because he's a local kid.
I mean,
But
I love LeBron, man. I'm not
yeah,
hating
I
on the
love him.
man.
He's gonna be
He gave us
he's
a
top
ring.
two all time. Brought us a ring,
Oh
but
yeah.
he made that choice. Like he made that
I'll
choice.
I'll never get in that argument with people saying who's to go between Jordan. It was two different eras of basketball, bro.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah,
is LeBron a more physical specimen compared to Jordan? Absolutely. LeBron's a fucking beast, but um comparing the two, you really can't. It's two different
yeah,
eras, man. Basketball's different then.
yes,
I
sir.
love 90s basketball.
Different game, different game. Dudes
90s
get
and
out there,
80s, man. It was
get out there, and get mollywopped. They call that a common
yeah.
foul.
When you played the Pistons, you would be ready to throw down, dude.
I love watching the old '90s or '80s and '90s basketball videos because it was just a different game.
Yeah.
different
There's none
game.
of that flopping shit you see nowadays,
Nah,
man.
nah.
Yeah.
You hit a dude with a two-piece with a biscuit. It's just a regular foul.
Yeah, dude. I love it. I love it. It was like hockey. They just let you scrap it out. Um,
Oh, don't
follow
forget to
follow all
follow.
things Cavaliers, man.
Yes, yes, and also all our Guardians podcasts for the off season. Guardians of the CLE, future
Just hit their
Guardians of the
50th
CLE.
episode. Shout out to Mel and the crew. Do an amazing job.
That's right. They're killing it,
And then
killing again.
follow the Pile Driver Pod. Me, your boy, and the best in the world, Mike, covering all your wrestling needs too. So follow us on there and follow us, Brown Orange Weekly. There's some big things cooking up. That being
So,
said, I'm gonna lead it
I
off
had
to
to block her.
my boy
I had to
Clarence.
block a call. I had to block a call. Last thing, I'm trying to get on the pile driver, man. Come on, man.
Hey, we're starting up. Not we can't do it. We are gonna do it this week, but we got the OCW coming up.
Yeah,
Got that tournament, man. You want to
I'm
come in and
in.
be that third person? You're
I'm
locked
in.
in.
I'm in. Lock me
All right.
in.
All right.
Lock me in.
We're doing a 64-man tournament. Tournament of best mid card wrestler of all time.
I'm in.
So it's happening.
All right, man.
Tell the people. Tell the people. Let them know, Clarence.
Y'all know the routine. If you don't wear brown and orange,
You don't matter.
says the great Freddie Kitchens.
We'll see you guys next week. Oof.